प्रेम नाम है मेरा, प्रेम चोपड़ा। हमें तो इस लाइन में बहुत से इंसल्ट्स सहने पड़े, ह्यूमिलिएशंस हुए। वैसे यार क्या हम फोटो रख जाओ तुम देखते हम बोला। माई ऑनेस्टी एंड माई हार्ड वर्क हैज kept me on and on for such a long time.
That's right.
The limelight.
That's right.
Old age is mandatory, but feeling old is your option.
Is your option. Hi Prem.
Hi.
So good to meet you after such a long time.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm very glad to meet you, my dear.
Yes. In fact, we go back such a long way, 50
Oh,
years, I
yes.
think.
From the beginning of my career
That's
to
right,
your career.
almost.
everything.
Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, you know, one of the first films that the sets of which I went to was Bobby.
Oh, ho, ho.
Yeah. I was on the
that,
sets
I
of
had done many
Bobby.
films
You
also,
had done, yes.
But Bobby was the one
That's right.
which was there. You came on to Pune for the set?
I came to RK Studio.
Acha, acha.
Yeah. Rishi Kapoor was my first interview.
Okay.
And Raj Kapoor was the first film person I met in my life.
Okay.
Yeah. And
The
I had-
genius. He was genius.
Absolute genius. So that's where I started, and that was an iconic film where you had that iconic
Yes.
dialogue, isn't
Prem
it?
naam hai mera, Prem Chopra.
That has stuck.
No, you cannot believe it. That became so. I was very reluctant to do that film because I was doing other films on parallel roles with Amitabh Bachchan, myself. We were doing
Right.
many. Rajesh Khanna, myself were a pair.
That's right.
We were 30 films together. About
Right.
30 films with Amitabh and Devinder, Jitinder, everybody. But when Rajesh said, "Yeah, you got to come and do a special appearance in my film," I was thrilled. I said, "Why not? Raj Kapoor के साथ काम करना तो कमाल की बात."
Right.
तो साहब वो जब भी मिले शाम के वक्त तो वो दारू ड्रिंक होते थे।
Yeah.
तो मैं पूछता था, राज जी आपके साथ काम कर रहे हैं, कुछ स्क्रिप्ट वगैरह कुछ नहीं? बताएंगे 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 बताता हूँ यार। अच्छा कुछ एक दो वर्ष उन्होंने ऐसे ऐसे सुना दिया मुझे। Then when we went to Pune shooting there, तो वहाँ पर उन्होंने मुझे कहा कि आप एक पेपर में पढ़ते हैं कि लड़का लड़की घर से भाग के आए हैं और इनाम 25,000 है उनके नाम पे, and you have to catch the girl's hand and say this dialogue. So I said, this is your only dialogue in the picture. This is our dialogue.
Okay.
I said, yeah, this is funny. I did it this time. So I went. He said, oh, go and have coffee, something inside. डब्बे के अंदर ही थे। प्रेमनाथ बैठा हुआ था अंदर, वो भी था उस फिल्म में।
Right.
तो प्रेमनाथ को बोला मैंने, यार ये राजी कह रहे हैं कि the whole film I have got one dialogue and this is what I have to keep on repeating. He said for a moment a very wise thing. He said, this picture, if it becomes a hit, and it's going to be a big hit, you will be the biggest hit.
Okay.
Yeah, and we went to and then wherever I go to America or I go to England or anywhere for shows, we've been going everywhere. So it is the demand of the people कि भाई अपना डायलॉग जो है बॉबी का वैसे ही बोल के बताइए हमें।
अच्छा, तो अब एक बार हमें भी बोल के दो।
सुना बहुत दफा आपने सुना, प्रेम नाम है मेरा, प्रेम चोपड़ा।
Lovely, lovely.
They used to love it. And I was very happy saying that because I can't forget my name, I can forget the lines of the dialogues, I can forget.
Right.
So that's how it happened, and it became super duper hit.
Absolutely.
And then we cut to that premiere in Delhi. The picture was, of course, superb.
Right.
When we came out of the theatre, people were only good saying my name, Prem Naam hai Mera Prem Chopra. It's easy to go on them.
It's so easy and so catchy.
They became very popular.
That's right.
So that's
It was wonderful. Actually, just sums up your the brand.
Yeah, because at that time, film was made in almost three characters, main characters: hero, heroine, and the villain.
Gee.
And they're established. Hero is established, heroine is established, villain is established. So you don't have to give the reasoning. Why is he here on the set or why is he in the picture?
Right.
People come to know that he आया तो कुछ गड़बड़ होने वाली.
Correct. Yeah.
It was branded sort of a thing.
Yeah.
So, but there was no reasoning for his becoming a bad man.
That's right.
Nowadays, most of the heroes are also doing the villains. You've
Yes.
seen Shah Rukh, you've seen
Yes.
Salman, you've seen all these big actors.
Right.
They want to play they have negative characters. But there is a difference. They have a reason why and how they become villains.
Yes. They need to establish
Yes,
that.
because that's why they are the winners in the end.
Right.
That's why. But that makes their performance is very interesting. That makes them versatile actors also. होता है ये सब चीज़ें.
That's right. Yes.
Changes are always there.
Absolutely. So apart from, you have a career that spans 60 years, which is phenomenal. Would you be able to tell me one or two of the high points of your career? Film-wise, role-wise, even incidents.
High point of my career is I was graduated from Shimla. I came down to Bombay and I had no means to stay here.
Mm-hmm.
So my father had told me he was in IAS category or something like this. So he said, listen, you do here, either you become a doctor after the school or you try for IAS.
Mm-hmm.
हम उस दिन थिएटर में शौक हो गया. शिमले में थिएटिकल कंपनियां बहुत थीं.
Right.
तो कंपटीशन होते थे उनके.
Okay.
तो हमें थिएटर का शौक है. अमरीश पुरी भी तो वहीं से था.
Okay.
हमने एक प्ले भी इकट्ठा किया था. मुझसे
Okay.
5 साल सीनियर था वो.
Okay.
आई फर्स्ट ईयर ही वाज लास्ट ईयर. तो जब थिएटर में शौक हुआ तो कुछ इंटर कॉलेजिएट ड्रामेटिक कॉम्पिटिशन्स भी हुए. तो उसमें कुछ इनाम भी मिल गया. Some started working on my mind. Yeah, I should try there. Maybe I get it. तो उसने मैं जब फादर को कहा कि देखो, I don't want to come in your career. I mean, just your choice. You want to go and try it there. But one thing I want to make it very clear. I have a large family, 5 brothers and 1 sister.
Right.
And I'm a government servant. I won't be able to send you money like that. So Bombay you're going, that is an opportunity, place of opportunity. You try for a job first. If it doesn't happen, at least a job will be going on. So I was very fortunate doing some odd jobs for the Siemens Employment Office, Yama, and I eventually got into Times of India in the circulation department. So that is how I maintained myself here and struggling.
Right.
So that's how the things went on. But it was not easy in those days. It is easy nowadays.
Right.
Because at that time, the only BDF entertainment was cinema.
That's right.
And now, people are used to, they have become more emancipated now because of the television.
That's right.
OTT
platforms.
Advertisements,
Yes.
television serials.
That's
So everybody gets a chance if you want to really honestly want to work.
Yes.
And you deserve, if you deserve it.
Shori ludari ban jata hai.
Wow.
Isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. You needed to meet people and show your talent.
Yes.
While these people they have so many platforms to show their talent.
We have to struggle.
That's right.
Everybody has to struggle. Amitabh Bachchan had to struggle.
Yes.
Dharmender was saying that he is sleeping on the railways sometimes.
That's right. Yes.
And I had to struggle, but I was unfortunate. I was having a job, so I was
That's
not
right. Desperate.
starved or something
That's
like
right.
this.
You didn't have to sleep on a railway platform. That story
Yes,
every
I was
star
sleeping on
says.
my bed.
You had your bed.
But in the guest houses.
Okay.
The guest houses had 4 people in the same room.
Okay.
You see, and there was a big guest house. There like similarly every other guest house. And there was only 1 toilet.
Oh.
So you have to circulate yourself to be there.
That's right.
So these are the struggling days when you have to go through. Otherwise, you see, what happens is कि अगर आपने छोड़ दिया कि यार ये बड़ा मुश्किल काम है, अपना ये करते हैं वो करते हैं, that means you are failure and you finished.
Yeah.
हमें तो इस लाइन में बहुत से इंसल्ट्स सहने पड़े, humiliations हुए. वैसे यार क्या हम फोटो रख जाओ तुम देखते हम बोलेंगे. They never used to call.
That's right.
So how it is a commercial business.
Yes.
Right from beginning to the end.
Right.
So that is how I was spotted by somebody in the train. I was coming after struggle and going to my office. On the way, he said, "You want to work in films?" I said, "Yes, I want to work. Can you come with me right now?" I said, "Why not? Why come?" तो रास्ते में बताया साहब कि ये हीरो की पिक्चर है. You're the hero. I mean, you're supposed to be hero if the director says yes. and but it's a Punjabi film.
अच्छा.
मैंने कहा यार ये आए भी तो पंजाबी में ही आए. मैंने कहा चलो कुछ तो तजुर्बा ही हो जाएगा.
Yeah.
So then the film was made. Chaudhary Karnail Singh.
अच्छा.
That was the biggest hit of that era.
Okay.
So it is about the partition and all that. And we got the national award. That picture got the national award. We went there to achieve the national award.
And you were the hero of that film?
I was the hero. Jabeen Jalil was my hero.
Jabeen, oh, okay.
Jabeen.
Achha.
You should interview Jabeen also.
Yeah, I should actually, yeah.
It's available. She's available all the time in Wellington Club or something.
Okay, I'll call her. So this is wonderful. So that's how you took off.
That's how you took off.
Okay.
You see, but supposing when you're facing all those problems, you have to, either you leave. So many people come, and they came with a lot of passion to be in the film industry, but they lost the confidence. They lost everything, and then they had to divert themselves to the other things.
Right.
But there were some people like us who were determined to be there. You see, I was determined to be there in front of camera.
Right.
And I wanted to be there. I was very devoted and very disciplined to be in this profession.
Prem, you're also a person who has never had a problem with any of the heroes or co-stars.
No, I didn't.
In your career of 60 years,
Yeah.
हम लोग को तो मालूम पड़ जाता है who's troublesome, who's not. We've never heard of you having a problem with anybody.
Nobody.
No filmmaker, no heroine, even the ones that you violated on screen, nobody has had a problem with you, you know?
We don't have any problem because if you communicate with each other,
right.
And you know, everybody wants to be, because in those days when we were there at the beginning, the films were not made in isolation. This used to be a group activity.
Group, right.
So everybody was very close to oneself.
Yeah.
Even when we are doing a scene, we'll have a people roundtable conference and the directors there. You can give your suggestions.
Right.
So many films I did, I gave my suggestions, like in Sultan I did, मैं वो बला हूँ जो शीशे से पत्थर को तोड़ता हूँ. उल्टा है. शीशे से पत्थर को तोड़ता हूँ. Correct. So that also became very famous.
That's right.
So that is how.
So that was your suggestion? वो आपकी suggestion?
मेरी suggestion कुछ साउंड को अटक ने भी किया, कुछ मिल के वो कह रहा मैंने क्या?
Right.
It was a group activity.
Yeah, right.
And like that. So, but if I would have been discouraged and left the industry, I would have been working in Shimla somewhere.
Yes. But apart from your dedication, your passion, your determination, I think bhagya bhi ek cheez hai, no?
Well, I think luck counts here. But luck can only count here if you are ready to accept all these failures, all these humiliations, and all these insults that you have to face.
Right. You have to get a thick skin for it.
Which you won't take it otherwise.
Otherwise.
But you have to take it because you want to be here.
That's right.
So, but anyway, then of course when we became popular, then everybody comes to you, you know.
They come to you.
Then when you have everything, everybody laughs, everybody smiles with you.
Yeah.
But when you have nothing, everybody avoids you.
That's true. Prem, has it ever happened that somebody who maybe humiliated you when you went during your struggle period came back to you when you became a star?
Well, it's not so specific I can say, but there are lots of people who were quite reluctant because they had their own setup. You see, their producers were concerned about the money. वो सेटअप बना लेते थे पहले, हीरो बिकना चाहिए, हीरोइन बिकनी चाहिए, विलन बिकना चाहिए. तो वो एक एस्टैब्लिश प्राण साहब थे पहले, तो होते थे वो हर पिक्चर में. आई गॉट ए चांस बिकॉज मैं पहले तो 3-4 पिक्चरों में हिंदी पिक्चरों में हीरो भी आया, लाइक मैं शादी करने चला या कुंवारी वगैरह. Those films were not hits. They were not hits at all. और 1-2 पिक्चरें थी. So but here you get the maximum credit if the picture is successful, and you get the maximum discredit if the picture is a flop, and that is pointed at hero.
Hero, that's right.
Hero अगर एक दफ़ा पिक्चर खत्म हो गई तो कहेंगे यार उसकी पिक्चर फ्लॉप हो गई, वो नहीं कहते इसकी पिक्चर खराब हो गई. तो एक्टर चलता रहता है.
That's right.
So that's how, and then I did this. Then I was open to other characters also, like. I got a small, there was a film called Mokanthi. It was a suspense film.
That's right.
And I had a role for 3 scenes, but I was the suspense of the film.
Right.
So that also became very popular, and the picture was a super hit.
Right.
And there is a story behind it. When I was struggling, I went to Mehboob Sahab
for a break.
He said, देखो, तुम में वो चीज़ मैं देखता हूँ, मैं तुझे ब्रेक दूंगा. तुम आया करो शो. तो क्या करते हो? तो मैं कहा जी मैं नौकरी भी करता हूँ. अच्छा शाम को तो फ्री हो ना, शाम को आया करो तुम. तो फिर मैं कोलाबा में रहता.
Okay.
Every day I used to come in the evening after Son of India.
Okay.
Then I was there, sitting there in a corner. बैठ जा, बैठ जा, बैठ जा. He used to be with his pals and all that, and they were gossiping. मैंने देखा यार कि ये तो बहुत ही टाइम सर्व हो रहा है, कि बाकी भी रोल एक दो छोड़ भी दिए मैंने.
Right.
तो ये I think it's high time I should start accepting some characters. Or I'll be out. I'll have to give it up. वो कौन थी जब रिलीज हुई मेट्रो में? प्रीमियर हुआ, बहुत प्रीमियर होते थे ना उन दिनों, शानदार. महबूब साहब was the chief guest.
Okay.
He saw the film, and coincidentally I was shooting for a Punjabi film in his studio only.
Okay.
Next day, next morning. Okay. He specially came to see me. He said, सारा मैंने तुझे बोला था कोई गलत दौर नहीं करना, मैंने तुझे चांस देना है, अब तो बस नेगेटिव लुक लेगा, पिक्चर बहुत अच्छी है, पिक्चर बहुत चलेगी, and you are established as a villain now.
अच्छा.
मैंने कहा जी मैं क्या करूँ? I have no other choice.
Right.
So that's how if the picture becomes a hit, you're noticed.
Yes.
And that's how I started getting. Then Shaheed आई, शहीद में भी तो बड़े patriotic role था सुखदेव का. That was a big hit also. But all these pictures I did it during my job. शहीद हुआ, 3-4 पंजाबी पिक्चरें की, उसके बाद सगाई की, S.G. नारंग की.
Right.
He also wanted to take me for a hero, signed me for 3 films.
अच्छा.
लेकिन वो काम नहीं हुआ उनका. तो वो बहुत सी फिल्में हैं. तीसरी मंजिल I was working.
That's right.
Mera Saya I was working. So all these films, I did.
These were while you were still working at times when you were around beach
take time out. You see, my job was 20 days in a month out of Bombay. That's circulation department,
right,
to increase the sale of the publications.
Right.
तो मैं क्या 20 दिन के लिए गया, 15 दिन में आ जाता था वापस. सबसे ले लेता था, 2-4 एजेंट्स को एक ही स्टेशन में बुला के उससे कहा 10 कॉपीज की बढ़ाओ, 10 कॉपीज की बढ़ाई, 10 कॉपी. तो वो कर देते थे. तो फिर मैं सेल जो टाइम करके यहाँ आता, फिर मेरा स्ट्रगलिंग पीरियड शुरू हो जाता.
Okay. So these two were going parallel.
Yeah,
tracks,
parallel. Yeah. So I was, as you said, the luck played some. Maybe the luck played in my
That's
case.
Right. Yeah.
And I got good opportunities. तीसरी मंजिल के बाद I was very well noticed.
That's right.
Then of course मनोज के साथ बहुत पिक्चर की, उपकार, क्रांति, शहीद, और भी बहुत सी पिक्चर, बुरा पच्छम.
Yes.
So we were very fond of each other. I was one of my best friends.
Yes. I'm still in touch with him.
Yes, yeah.
I'm in touch with him.
I'm in touch with him too. We are. They say old age is mandatory, but feeling old is your option.
Is your option, absolutely. So talking of which, nobody will say you're 87 years old. I'm in touch, you would touch everything, but you know.
But you are telling it now and exposing me to the people.
It's not hidden, nothing about you is hidden. Everybody knows you were born in 1935, everybody knows that.
Everybody knows.
Yeah. And you were born in what
Lahore,
is now
Lahore.
Pakistan, isn't
Pakistan,
it?
Lahore.
Yeah. So tell me, Prem, do you remember anything of the freedom?
No,
India getting freedom or the
but
partition? Do you remember anything about it?
When we left Lahore, so I was very small, but I still was aware of where I was staying. And but the whole country was totally disarrayed. Whole country is a chaos everywhere.
Okay.
So because my father was a government officer, so he had the opportunity to leave the place a day earlier. After that day, this massacre had started.
Oh, okay. So you escaped.
That's why we first came to Ambala. We stayed with a relative for some days, and then he was shifted to Shimla.
Okay.
And the job there. So my education, the entire thing has taken place in Shimla.
So you were about 12 years old when we got freedom.
Yeah.
Independence.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything about it?
Yes, I remember.
The day we got independence.
I remember because I know the place where I was staying, at the gully I was staying. Now recently somebody from Pakistan has made a documentary on me, and he has discovered the house where I was staying.
Oh, in Lahore.
Lahore.
Okay.
He showed it to the people in Pakistan. They have got many feedback होते हैं ना.
Okay.
तो बहुत लोगों को आया और वो जिस मकान में मैं रहता था, I was born there. All of us were born in the house.
In the house.
In the house only. और दाई वाई करती है ना सारी. तो one of my known persons, he went to Lahore. He was also a resident of Lahore before he came down here.
Okay.
So he told them, you know, whose house is this? They said, we don't know. This is the house where Prem Chopra was born. तो उसके बाद साहब कृष्णा गली नंबर 5 में वो घर का नाम ही प्रेम चोपड़ा पड़ गया.
क्योंकि आपके चाहने वाले हर जगह है.
अभी जब आप लोग थे तभी पढ़े ना, वरना तो कौन जानता था.
That's right, yeah.
That was very
wonderful.
Good.
That's
good
wonderful. Would you like to tell me one or two of the films that you did with Rajesh Khanna, and you know, any story behind it or your relationship?
You see,
with him, whatever.
I had a good friendship with him. After I worked, first picture we worked was Do Raaste. Then Upkar mein, which I did the role of the unparalleled brother.
Yeah.
I was not the first choice.
Okay.
The first choice was Rajesh Khanna.
Oh.
तो इसके कपड़े भी बन गए थे.
अच्छा.
And the shooting was after one day. So he was selected by the panel of producers. You remember?
Yes, United Producers.
United Producers. So hero, उसको तो उसने, he was very happy that he is playing with Manoj Kumar.
Yeah.
He had already established himself as a very fine director.
Right.
तो साहब वो जब उसने बताया जाके producers को कि ये मैं रोल कर रहा हूँ, then they collectively told him, this role has a negative shades, and we are trying to cast you as a hero. तो बड़ा वो उसका घबरा गया होते. He went to मनोज ने मुझे बताया कि बड़ा घबराया हुआ आया था. तो मैंने पूछा क्या बात है, बड़ा घबरा रहा है तुम? So he said, yeah, this is what has happened. He said, is it? Then he started thinking who to take. Yeah, my set is ready, I have to shoot tomorrow. He sent KP Keshav to my house in Kolaba.
Okay.
That you are shooting tomorrow with Manoj Kumar for this. So he wants to meet you today. So I went to him, narrated him the story. तो उस वक्त में मैं काम कर रहा था टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया में. वो जब आधी से ज़्यादा बन गई और जब मैंने सुना कि ये पिक्चर काफ़ी अच्छी बनी रही है, तो 2-9 वक्त की रोटी अपनी कायम है, तो मैंने फिर छोड़ दिया काम. छोड़ना पड़ा because people had come to know in the Times of India also.
Yeah.
And that's how the thing started. But then we did many films like Kati Patang,
right.
Prem Nagar,
yes.
Dolly. So many films which were super
duper hits. That's
super
right.
duper.
That's right.
He was a name to reckon with in those days.
Absolutely.
So we were together in all those pictures, which were super hits.
Is there any incident, any story, anything you'd like to tell me about Rajesh Khanna? Any incident from any film?
Rajesh Khanna was a misunderstood man by some people, but he was very genuine so far the work was concerned. Only problem with him was, if it's 9 o'clock shift, he would let up at 12 o'clock.
Indiscipline.
He couldn't come there early. So I had some incidents, like we were doing film in Madras. देवर होता है ना?
Yes.
मेरा नाम कुछ बड़ा एलिफेंट का कुछ और एक और पिक्चर बनाई थी मेरा भी रोल.
चिन्नप्पा देवर.
तो वो एक बड़ा सख्त आदमी था. अभी राजेश खन्ना के दरवाजे के स्वीट के बाहर तो 6 बजे आदमी आ जाता था. अच्छा. कि लेके आना है तुझे. अच्छा. तब भी काका साहब वहाँ पर काका साहब वहाँ 11-12 बजे आते थे. जो उनका स्टाइल था. अब ही वॉज ए वेरी बिग हीरो. तो वो फिर एक आदमी उसने रखा हुआ था. जैसे राजेश खन्ना की एंट्री होती थी उसको मारता था उसको जोर जोर से. क्या गाड़ी निकाल के उल्लू के पट्टे ये वो तुम्हें पैसा नहीं देते, तुम लेट क्यों आते हो, हैं? उसको सुना रहा है.
Okay, message for Rajesh Khanna, but somebody else gets the slap.
He could understand. Kaka could understand this.
Kaka knew what was happening. He was very clever.
He knew, and then he became regular, of course,
That's
afterwards.
right.
That
So
was
how did you work around, because you were very disciplined, how did you work around actors who, heroes, etc., who were not disciplined?
because I was minding my own business.
Okay.
If I'm said 9 o'clock, means 9 o'clock for me.
Okay.
I was not waiting for some people that if he comes, I had no ego like this.
No ego.
If he comes late, I should also come late.
ऐसा नहीं था.
No,
Oh,
I was very punctual. I was very disciplined about that, and I was I think it's my honesty and my hard work has kept me on and on for such a long time.
That's right.
The limelight.
That's right. And it's brought you from that guest house to a lovely duplex in Pali. You have also done a lot of films with Amitabh Bachchan.
Yes.
So, can you tell me something about Amit?
Amitabh Bachchan is a very quiet sort of a man, introvert, is Joseph, but brilliant, and very hard-working, very punctual, and well prepared before he comes to the set.
He explodes on the screen, doesn't he?
Explodes before the camera. Wouldn't be Manmand size, Naseeb, वो मर्द वगैरह सब पिक्चरें.
Ramesh Siddhi.
उसके बाद बहुत सी पिक्चरें, दो अनजाने, and lots of films I did with him.
That's
I was very impressed by him because he was very dedicated to his profession. He was very honest and hardworking. And he was a director's dream actor. Then he had that immense talent in him. He could be there.
Yes.
He also had to struggle a lot.
Yes.
He struggled a lot.
That's,
That is, Ranjit also did the miracle for him that he
Zanjeer. That's right.
he got married in JRJ also, I believe.
Yes.
That's how the things happen. He was a great, I'm surprised at his stamina at this age.
That's right.
He is doing every ad. He's doing that Kaun Banega Crorepati.
Correct.
He's doing very prominent roles in most of the big films.
Yes.
How does he take the time out and how he works so hard?
That's right.
This is amazing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
He's a phenomenon.
It's incredible.
Yeah, he's a
It's
phenomenon. Absolutely.
His body of work has been the biggest as compared to any actors of the past and the present and I think the future
also. Correct.
He
correct.
is so dedicated to.
That's right.
his
And the
profession.
longevity, because I mean, he also started in the late 60s.
Yeah.
We are 2023.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you know, he's still touchwood, going strong.
Yeah, he's there. And he's there.
He's there and he's all there.
He's
It's
there
not like here.
and he's still in the category of superstar.
Absolutely.
There
Absolutely.
are superstars who come and go and then
Yes.
fade away.
Correct.
But he still stayed as a
And that stride of his, it's still as brisk as it used to be.
Yeah.
You know, it's
He was
fantastic.
basically a very intelligent man.
I think one of the best speakers, Prem, because whenever I've heard a speech of his, so he gave a speech recently at the Calcutta International Film Festival. What a wonderful speech,
wonderful.
Yeah, a fabulous speaker.
Yeah, he is.
And another person who's very
And
good
then
at English and Hindi.
Yeah, and
Dono mein
then
baat.
he is
Yeah.
perfect.
Perfect.
Flawless.
Flawless he
There's
switches over.
pronunciation
Yeah.
in Hindi and
The
English.
way he switches over, yeah.
देखो ना कौन बनेगा करोड़पति
Yes.
हिंदी बोलता प्योर हिंदी
Correct.
प्योर इंग्लिश.
Pure English, yeah, yeah.
This is something very rare.
Very rare, very rare. He is a rare person, I would think.
You will say that. As I told you, his body of work is much larger than anybody else
That's right.
ever in this industry.
So when you were first working with him earlier, in your earlier films, did you ever think that this man has it to be this?
No, we did
long-lasting?
some films like रास्ते हैं प्यार के एक दो पिक्चरें ढूंढी की हमने रवि नगाइश की और दोनों फ्लॉप हो गई. So he was rejected in the beginning in couple of films, replaced.
Right.
But then, he was determined also that he has to be there.
That's right.
I remember one conversation when we were in Madras shooting for Sridhar's picture. And Sridhar had a bad luck with the first two films that he made. And he was discussing his arguments. And he said, yeah, if this picture doesn't work, I'll be finished. He said, why do you say you're finished? You have to keep on trying. Look at me. I was a flop. People have thrown me out of the film. But I was determined to be there and I'm there now.
Okay.
So it was that sort of a talk he gave him.
Yeah, that pep talk he gave
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
So that sort of a thing, he was very well prepared always.
Okay.
The speeches that he gives, he's prepared.
Yes.
Sometimes just extempo.
That's right. No, but he knows what to say on
What
which
to say,
occasion.
on what occasion.
Yeah,
what
he's
to
very,
say.
very correct.
Yes, very correct.
That's right. Prem, what about Manoj Kumar? You've had a great association with
Yes,
him.
I have a great appreciation for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's one of the finest directors we have in this country. We have, because he is an institution by himself. His way of taking the shots is copied by many other big producers, directors also.
Okay. Mm.
And the best thing, he was a complete cinema man. The best thing about him was he used to write his own scripts. He used to operate the camera also sometimes himself.
Mm-hmm.
The lyrics
Yeah.
also, I mean, of course he had a
Team.
collage of writers also always
Right.
with him. And they contributed to his success. But he has been, I mean, to me, he has been very, very, well, let's say, career making sort of a thing.
Right.
I could not dare to lose my job if I were not working in
In
Upkar.
Upkar, that's
Because
right.
you know, this film industry is so uncertain. You
Yeah.
you start getting work in one picture, two pictures, but
Right.
they do not stay. There's so many examples are there. You must be knowing.
Yes.
So like that, we're still in touch with each other.
Okay, fantastic.
Then I had the good fortune of mine to work with Mr. Dilip Kumar.
Yes, right,
I worked in 5 films with him.
right.
क्रांति, दास्तान, बैराग, दुनिया, एक और पिक्चर थी. अब वो एक और पिक्चर करने वाले थे, उनके बाद उनकी जो तबीयत खराब हो गई. When I came to Bombay, my inspiration was only Dilip Kumar.
Okay.
And I used to see his picture once. You see his picture, then I had not much money to go and spend on the ticket. But whatever money I used to have, I would go back again and see him.
Acha. Okay.
I said, this man, how does he act here? He's so natural, so underplaying. Because as compared to the other actors, they were all very loud.
Yeah.
They were looks like they're creating a drama, or they're
Theatrical.
theatrical. But when I came here, my ambition was to meet him, to see him, see him.
Just
also.
see him. Okay.
So, but I had no opportunity. Some or other, when I was established, Mera Chopra sent me a message for Dastan. He said, Dilip Kumar,
Bindu.
Shivlat over yourself, Bindu. I went to meet him, may you have got to have. And it was like my dream come true. But I tell you one thing, when I met him on the set, the first scene that I was doing with him, he was so extremely hardworking. I said, I thought to myself that he's going to come and give the shot and get out. No, for each shot he put in such a labor till the shot becomes perfect.
Okay. Every take. Every take he was doing
Yeah,
this thing. Okay.
and the director says, Yusuf Sahab, बहुत अच्छा हुआ है, बिल्कुल perfect है, कभी नहीं कर लो यार.
Acha.
So like that, so that's why he became all-time legend. Nobody can replace him.
That's right.
He was the best actor India has ever produced, and he was best actor in the past, if now, and the best actor in the future as well.
You feel that?
You can't use was. You can only use is for him.
Okay. That's
He will be
wonderful.
always in the top of the world
Right.
of Chopadi.
Correct. And you also had a great friendship with Rakesh Roshan and Jitendra, isn't it?
Yes, I had.
So does that continue?
Oh, does it? It continues, of course, but we don't meet. You know, they are in different fields. They have this. Jitu has got his own hobbies, and Gudu, of course, meets other people, and then he has a Lonavala bungalow, beautiful bungalow.
Right.
He goes there for 3-4 days. He stays there. 3 days he stays here.
Right.
So that is. But we're in touch with each other. Always.
Okay.
And
So
that's
how did your friendship with Rakesh Roshan start?
No, Rakesh Roshan, because I took him, my brother became a producer, I made him a producer. That was the wrong thing I did, because he was not used to that. But he wanted to be getting out of the job he used to be in the films. Anyway, so I had seen Rakesh Roshan in some place where this is one funeral he had gone, and his spotlight was on him. I think his father.
Okay.
So I told the director and my brother that you try to seek this boy for your picture because he's already popular. So they made a film, we signed him. I was absolutely working in my brother's films like this only. And that's how the friendship developed.
So he worked in your brother's film?
Yeah, worked
production.
in my brother's film.
Okay.
And then I was, of course, we became very good friends.
That's right.
We go to everywhere, London, everywhere together.
Okay.
But that's how it keeps on developing things.
That's right, that's right. And Jitendra and you also have...
Yeah, Jitendra, myself were best of friends. We were staying in the same building. It's a building called Usha Sadan.
Right.
In Kulaba.
Kulaba, yes.
Kulaba post office के पास.
Yes.
तो साहब वो भी स्ट्रगलिंग एक्टर थे और मैं भी स्ट्रगलिंग एक्टर था. तो निकलते थे हम मैदान जंग में.
दोनों साथ में.
दोनों जब मैं इसके फतह करना है, मैदान को फतह करना है.
Okay.
और शाम को जब आते थे बिल्कुल मूल लटके हुए, कुछ नहीं हुआ. और सब ना, तो एक दिन हम मिले, हम दोनों. मैंने कहा यार चलो अब तुम भी जो उधर जाते हो फेमस महालक्ष्मी या नाज में जाते हो तो इकट्ठे चलते ना. यू आर गोइंग, so we use the same car, otherwise we have to spend money for petrol two times.
Correct.
So this was a very common thing. And then we had many funny things together so many times. It was very funny. And there were some things which of course I cannot give it in the interview. But
Oh, you cannot. What about the films that you did together?
Oh, I did many films with him.
That's right.
Many films. He basically, he was underestimated as an actor, but he was a very natural actor.
Okay.
That's why he stayed for that long as a leading man. For 30 years he was a leading man. Otherwise, though no leading man has stayed for that long.
That's right, yeah.
Then I worked with Mr. Devanand also.
Oh, Devanand, of course. You had such a good...
Yes. The man full of energy.
Fabulous man.
The man, I could not believe, the man had so much passion for the filmmaking. He used to write his own dialogues in English. He used to write his everything. He was very proficient in English. बस वो कहता था कि बस ये बस ये करते हैं इसको करो. वो घर पे पहुंच जाते. दो दफा तो घर पे ही आ गए. यार मेरा रोल है यार. He was so
very full
informal
of
sort of person, very polite. We had great respect for him.
Right.
Devanand was Devanand.
Yes.
It was an experience to work with him.
With him, yeah.
He was so energetic that he was a source of great inspiration for the other people on the set.
That's right.
और मुझे याद है कि हरे राम कृष्ण शूटिंग करते काठमांडू में. Fali Mr. was the cameraman. So I studied near him. तो उसने कहा, मैं देवनंद ने कहा देखो जाते तो शॉट पहाड़ पे चढ़ गया. फली ये काम है कहते हैं यार ये ऊपर चढ़ गया है. मैं कैसे जाऊँगा. बड़ी मुश्किल से जाया. मैं हाँकते वहाँ पहुँचा. कहते शुक्र है यार ये शॉट खत्म हुआ.
That's right.
And he was one shot is over, the other shot is on.
Yeah.
And that was a big hit. Hare Krishna was a hit.
Yes.
His was another picture which was a big. उसमें था मैं 7-8 pictures. This was a big hit also.
Right, yes.
Both the pictures were otherwise all the pictures were not so good. But it never gave him a complex.
That's right.
He was such a positive man. He said, I have tried to give audience. The audience has not understood my work. So it's not my fault, it is their fault.
Yeah. When you keep continuing, completely charged.
आज पिक्चर फ्लॉप हुई तो दूसरी पिक्चर पे ऑलरेडी उसी दिन लगा
हो गया. Okay, that's right. शुरू हो गया.
He was working. He died in his boots on.
With his boots.
From here he went to that
London
for some treatment.
Yes.
And before he went, he pay me, get ready. Pay me, get ready. We are going to another film. Hare Krishna 2.
Okay, he had plans for that when he went to London. Okay.
मैंने कहा, you said, why not? So let me come back, man. Let me come back. Head from London. He used to talk like that. Everything will be all right. Everything will be fine.
He was one person I remember. Nobody had a bad word to say about him.
No.
Everybody who came in touch with him said only nice things.
He was absolutely
such a nice person.
A man who I've never seen him talking against anybody.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
he was not a politician.
No.
Other people were.
Yes.
And he was a very disciplined man. So we used to go for outdoors. Come on, today we'll have some drink together. तो रेड वाइन लेता था रेड वाइन कोई घंटा लगा, आधा खत्म होता था रख के,
हाँ,
okay, you enjoy, you guys enjoy.
And that one drink only he would be keeping the whole evening, he'd be nursing it. Yeah, that's right.
He was very disciplined.
Yeah.
That's right.
You're related to the Kapoors and you've had a special relationship with the entire, professionally also.
Yes,
With the
professionally,
entire, isn't it?
I had my relationship right from Prithviraj Kapoor to right to Kareena, right to Ranbir. And I was joking with Ranbir that when your son is born, I'll be working with him.
You'll probably work with his daughter now.
Yeah. But all of them.
Yes.
With Mr. Raj Kapoor, I did pictures outside also.
Yes.
That film I did. And then his son Chimpu Kapoor is very fine. I don't know why, what happened to him. Otherwise, he was a great talent.
He was a nice
He knew
person,
about the
yes.
cinema very well. But probably he made a film which was beyond time.
Probably.
And अभी शशि कपूर,
शमी
शमी
कपूर।
कपूर के साथ बहुत पिक्चर की. शशि कपूर was very friendly.
That's right.
शशि कपूर के साथ तो ये होता था जब मैं पिक्चर शुरू में ना आमने सामने एक पिक्चर कर रहा था
Yes.
कश्मीर में.
I remember. Sharmila Tagore.
So they were, he always, people will come to Shashi Kapoor to take their autograph. They used to come to me. So he would come in between. Who's he? तो वो बोलते थे साहब, वो बोलते एक्टर तो है ही, बोलते कि कोई बोलता था साहब ये सुनील दत्त है या महमूद, क्या कह रहे ये नहीं है, चलो जाओ. तो साहब एक दिन क्या हुआ कि वो शॉट में था ओबराय होटल में, शॉट दोनों कर रहे थे, शिवनाथ टेगोर का सीन चल रहा था. तो मुझे कोई मिलने आया ऑटोग्राफ लेने के लिए, तो मैं ऑटोग्राफ लेके एक किताब लेके दूर भाग गया. तो सारे शॉट छोड़ के तो नहीं आया, भाग गया, वो शॉट छोड़ गया है. साइन किया था. He was so
Yeah, he was a naughty guy.
Naughty guy.
Very naughty. Yeah, he was
But
great,
very
great
lovable,
fun.
very
Great
lovable.
fun. He was such a nice person, lovely
Very nice
person. And even Shami Kapoor, what a fabulous person.
Shami
Yeah.
Kapoor was.
Really nice.
Yeah, but Jennifer was there live, you know. Shashi Kapoor is the one actor who introduced the word dieting
Yes.
in the film industry in those days.
Yes, yes.
But after she died, he withered away. He was.
He just had a death wish on himself. Yeah.
But anyway,
But what about Shami Kapoor?
he was jolly good fellow. Yeah,
Very
he
nice.
was absolutely friendly, very friendly, team member, absolutely, and he used to be great fun together.
That's right. Yeah. And Randhir? Dabbu Kapoor?
डब्बू के साथ भी मैंने एक दो पिक्चरें की हैं, पैगाम और एक दो पिक्चरें.
But you were, I think, off the screen also you all have got along very well, no?
Yes,
Dabbu
yes,
and
I got along very well with them, but he drifted apart now because of their. And naturally, after some time, this
Yes.
tragedies happen in life.
Right,
And
right. The tragedy of Chimpu and Chintu was very
sad.
And
You
they
see,
went too soon.
The
It went too
failure
soon, yeah.
in this profession, when you want to do something like Chimpu, he made a film which was very good film, but made beyond time, like remarriage of a widow. And people did not accept that subject. But otherwise, he was very talented. So then what happens in this industry is either you hit the bottle or you get desperate and you get depressed. So that's what happened to him. I was drinking all the time.
Tell me a little bit about your friendship with Rishi Kapoor.
Rishi Kapoor was a jolly good fellow. He was a absolutely, we worked in many films together. Like the last picture we did together was Delhi 6.
Right.
Delhi 6.
Delhi 6, yeah.
Rakesh Mehra. And after the pack-up, we used to be together.
That's right.
In
Yeah.
the same hotel we were staying.
That's right. And he never treated you as Prem uncle, no?
No. We used to call me Prem and all
Okay.
that. We used to be together.
That's nice. You're also related to Prem Nath, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my brother-in-law.
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 You married.
Nath, Prem Nath.
That's right. Yeah. Prem, on this note, let's welcome Uma Chopra, your wife, who's also Prem Nath's sister. So tell me, when did you first meet Uma?
Well, we had a first meeting in his brother's house, Rajendra Nath. We met him. I just thought we can go ahead. We just had a little conversation, very formal conversation. And then it was a gap of 1 year when we decided. after that.
Okay.
So we kept in touch with each other for a little
So it was an arranged marriage?
Yeah, it was arranged.
It was partly.
Most
Okay.
of. Krishnaji had been very particular about this.
Okay.
She made a lot of inquiries about me. How's he?
शरीफ है कि जो स्क्रीन में दिखता है वो है. So how did you, what did you think of him when you saw him?
He was nervous and wanted to think whether he should marry me.
Acha, he was nervous. Acha.
So I decided, no, he's the man for me. He's marrying me
Good.
for what I am,
Right.
not for the rest of the family.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. I believe he almost ran away from the Shadi ka mandap.
That was a joke. वहाँ तो सर
He had no place to go.
जब शादी सन एंड सैन में हम करवा रहे थे तो मैं पंडित को पहले ही बोल दिया सारे 2-3 मिनट में तुम कर देना
खत्म करो।
लंबे नहीं पढ़ना
हाँ.
और जितने भी साथ थे
अच्छा.
मैंने कहा यार तुझे बाहर खड़ा रहे कहीं पुलिस वाला ना आ जाए कोई क्योंकि हर सीन में होता तो क्लाइमेक्स में जैसे शादी मेरी होने वाली होती थी मैं आज के बच्चे की माँ बनने वाली हूँ
That was the famous scenes you had in your films.
ये पुलिस आ जाती थी साहब ये स्मगलर हैं हम पकड़ के जा रहे हैं सब उल्टा सीधा ही होता है मैंने कहा यार अभी कोई अंदर आया तो पहले रोक लेना उनको ये खत्म हो जाए सिलसिला.
Yeah. How has it been being married to Prem?
I was lucky.
You were lucky? Okay.
Yeah, such a good human being.
Okay. He's very different from his screen image, isn't it?
Yes, completely
Absolutely.
different.
Okay.
More of a homely husband, homely man, very good father.
Okay. Well, Vese, we've never heard of anything scandalous about Prem off screen.
Yeah, I was used to be too much involved in the work I have. And then to get into this sort of politics, it is the dirty thing. People do it for the sake of publicity.
Right.
I have never wanted a publicity like that.
That's right.
So on the sidewise, something was happening sometimes.
Uma, he kept it a secret
So
from you.
I was clever enough to catch it.
Acha, okay.
I'm not such a fool.
Acha, okay. Okay, great.
But he would, if I'd ask him anything, he was always honest.
Honest with you. Okay. But being married to Prem Chopra was not difficult.
Not at all.
Okay. And you came from a film family, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you were probably aware of what the
everything.
whole package involved.
Yes, Raj Kapoor was a big playboy, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're related to Raj Kapoor, to Prem Nath.
Gurjendra Nath.
Yeah. So I guess you knew the world.
Yes,
Yeah, that's right. There was once a remark made that every time he violates a girl on screen, he gets a boy. But you guys have got, you as a married couple, you have 3 daughters. So what's it like to have 3 daughters?
Oh, it's beautiful.
3 sons.
Beautiful.
They're very much like my sons.
Okay.
All of them are so much attached to me कि क्या बेटे करेंगे
Right.
जो बेटियां करती हैं.
Okay.
Very good.
So you're just very happy with the 3 daughters that you have.
Absolutely. I don't think so I could have had better children than them.
That's right.
They're so nice. And they take care of us so much.
And each of them is married to somebody from the film industry, isn't it?
That's a coincidence.
Yeah, okay.
This is like Sharman Joshi हो गया,
One, yeah, yes.
Vikas Bhalla हो गया.
Vikas Bhalla,
And,
Sharman
Rahul
Joshi,
Nanda.
and Rahul Nanda, who's so good with publicity.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you, those are your 3 sons-in-law.
yeah.
Fantastic.
So
And
they-
you have 6 grandchildren as well.
6 grandchildren. Yeah.
Wow.
Very
Okay.
proud of all of them.
That's great. That's really nice. Tell me, how many years have you been married?
We celebrated the 50th year
Wow,
last
so
2
fif-
years ago.
So
No, 52 years now.
Wow. So that's really great. Just one last question. What is it that is the secret behind a 52-year-old marriage? Such a happy marriage.
We have adjustments with each other.
Okay.
We never, we tell each other whatever we have. We don't hide anything.
You tell each other everything.
There's
Oh,
nothing to hide.
okay.
And we are more like friends
Okay.
also.
It's the way you have to adjust yourself. Sometimes you have to adjust yourself.
Mm.
Nowadays, the adjustment is not there.
That's right. Yeah.
People just take out the bag and
And walk away. So there were moments when you could have walked out, you didn't.
Not at all.
I have to ask you one question before we wind up. 87 years and you're still working. Please give me the secret behind what it's to be Prem Chopra. This brand called Prem Chopra.
No, there's no secret like this. I've got some ailment like a
Knee replacement.
knees problem.
Right.
But I'm managing it. I'm doing my exercises. And yesterday only I went to the physiotherapist. He's very happy with me.
Okay.
So things are going on. I do not get into depression because so many offers are coming to me even
Yes,
now.
even now, that's right.
But I could not, unless and until something extraordinary comes to me, I'll definitely do.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm helping my old colleagues, those who come to me for the help, कि यार ये एक दिन का काम कर दो, 2 दिन का काम कर दो. That is what I always think about it. Then I find this role, what is this? They rewrite the role. So कर दिया.
कर दिया.
तो वो help हो जाती है. It's associations बन जाती है ना बहुत
That's
लंबी
right.
लंबी.
That's right. Which is the last shooting that you did?
The last shooting was Vivek Agnihotri.
Okay. Vivek Agnihotri's film. Acha, the one with Anupam Kher and
Anupam
Satish
Kher and Satish.
Kaushik.
उसके बाद अभी और 2-3 और किया मैंने. I was supposed to do this, the news and another picture of T-series. लेकिन वो हुआ नहीं उस वक्त I was not feeling
Too
like
well.
doing it.
Okay.
Okay,
But
thank
this
you.
is wonderful. Congratulations on 52 years of being together.
Thank you so
53
much.
now, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wish you all the best and many, many more.
Thank you.